Hello, and welcome back to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan, and as always, I will be your host. Today's episode is entitled Captain Clutters. So, I had a roommate this would have been fall of 2019. So, in fall of 2019, I was originally assigned with a roommate who is commonly known on here as Tuna Sandwich. And Tuna Sandwich and me had a falling out. So, we ended up moving. He moved to a building called, Resnick Alpin Plung Hall. They called it Rap Hall, and I just stayed where I was. I was offered to move to Resnick Alpin Plung Hall, and I wish I had. That would have been a great time, but I chose not to. And he moved to Resnick Alpin Plung Hall. And so for a while, I was on my lonesome. There was no one else there. I'd pile shit on the other bed. I kind of was a piggy mess. And one day, my RD came over with another guy. She's like, "So this is your new room?" Oh, because I was in the middle of filming a YouTube video where I was an angry teacher who threw the report cards everywhere. So there was like index cards all over the floor. It was really bad. It was super messy. But I had a new roommate. We're gonna call him. What should we call him? We're gonna call him Banana. Banana is a very nice kid. Banana was super sweet, super calm, but Banana had a couple faults. And the biggest fault of Banana, in my opinion, was his stuff. He had so much stuff. I'm actually going to insert a video right here of the mess, because it was literally, let me see if I can find it. It was like literally that bad. This is like going to be the first time there's actually going to be footage on the podcast. So if you're just listening to this, you're not going to see it, but it was really bad. Hang on, I got to find the video. I think it's in my favorites on Snapchat, but I'm not really sure because I move things around so much. Let's see. Hello? Okay. Oh my god, it is. Okay, I have the video. It's only 16 seconds, but it is quite the juicy video. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna let that play now.
High school, and I asked out a college boy, and he was like, "Oh, I'm probably too old for you, but like you're brave for doing that. I admire your guts." It's like, okay, then rearrange them. What?
So yeah, that was the video of the room. The only reason I can show you that is because I'm the only one in it. And yeah, it was a lot. And I'm probably not even going to show my face. I'm probably just going to show his side of the room, just because. Well, for a lot of reasons. But yeah, he was not very clean. He took showers and he took showers and he did other things, but like, other than that, no. He would just pile his stuff. He took over the closet. He took over most of the room. It kind of got to a point where we just had to pass. Like, I really don't know how we ever passed inspections. Like, I really don't. I really, really don't. And I always passed mine. Well, actually, I ended up starting to not pass mine just because there was so much stuff. I couldn't keep myself clean because I had nowhere to put all my stuff. And he ended up moving out. Actually, all of my roommates ended up moving out at the end of fall 2019. Which sucks because one of them I wasn't like good friends with, but he was super nice, and he was honestly my favorite roommate in the whole apartment. But I was super frustrated because I felt like my room was being taken over. I felt like I didn't have my own room anymore. And not that like I was having my own room to begin with, but I felt like I was now an inconvenience to him, and that I was the problem and he was just this was his room and that I had just like taken a small part over, and that was frustrating him, which is not valid because we were sharing this room. We were both paying for a half of it, so kind of fair, I would think. But to each their own, I guess. So time moves on, things go by, and the end of the semester rolls around. And this is where my problems began. Was like on the last night that he was there. Because, well, one of my bigger problems was his sleep schedule. He would wake up at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it was 6 o'clock. Maybe it was 7 o'clock. It felt really early, though, and I never really paid attention to the time. And go to his classes, because he had a 9 o'clock class. That's cool, but, like, I know one morning he got up at 6 o'clock. Who gets up 3 hours before their class? And he would sing in the shower. He was very loud. He'd, like, put some music on. Ugh. He only put the music on one time, but anyways. And maybe he didn't put music on, and I put that whole delusion in my head. That's very possible, because I'm very delusional, but we'll see. And then he would go to bed at like 7:30. I'm sorry, who goes to bed at 7:30 at college? 7:30? You need 12 hours of sleep for 3 classes? Who needs 12 hours of sleep for 3 classes? Nobody, that's who. I don't know any good person who realistically needs 12 hours of sleep to attend 3 classes. Like, you don't. Nobody needs that much sleep. Nobody. Like, nobody needs that much sleep. Anyways, I digress. And I think what sent me flying that night was me and my other roommate, let's call him Gamer, because he gamed a lot. So me and Gamer were cleaning the room. We had like pulled my bed apart and we were cleaning underneath it. We had like put all the furniture in the hallway. We mopped the whole living room. We wiped the counters, wiped the cabinets, wiped the fridge. We cleaned everything. And he just went to bed. Like, he went to bed. I don't even remember what his name is anymore. He went to bed. He didn't care. He didn't care. And his side of the room was a total mess the next day after he left. And I didn't clean it because it's not my job. And I contacted the RD and I left a note and I was like, hey, I cleaned up my side of the room. Me and Gamer stayed up until about 2:30 in the morning cleaning while he was sleeping. I want any and all damage charges to go to him for not helping. And they applied. He got $750 in damages, and he was not happy. He never contacted me about it, but I know he wasn't happy because I have a friend who was his friend, and they told me that he was not happy. Good. Get mad. Be upset. Get angry. Like, maybe if you had stayed up and helped us clean, I wouldn't have left that note. Like, and I really wouldn't have. I would not have left that note if he had stayed up and helped us clean. Because I just needed help getting this done, And that's all there is to it. But I digress. So that's the story of Captain Clutters. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. I will talk to you guys later. As always, please follow us on all of our socials. On Instagram at emotionless.podcast. On Twitter at emotions_podcast. And email us your stories at emotionless.podcast@gmail.com. Again, that's emotionless.podcast@gmail.com. This video is sponsored by Cheez-Its. It's not sponsored by Cheez-Its. If you need to talk to someone, please contact a mental health professional. Your mental health is just as important as anyone else's, and you have a right to be heard and a right to talk to someone. Can't find a mental health professional? Call the National Suicide Hotline, toll free at 800-273-8255. 800-273-8255. If you're in emotional distress or suicidal crisis and find yourself in an area with a helpline, if you believe that someone is in danger, please call them. Hang on. 1 second. I believe they speak both English and Spanish. I'm trying to find out. Yes, English and Spanish at 800-273-8255. 800-273-8255. 800-273-8255. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked our content, please like and subscribe. And please tell us, what do you want a video about? Is there some mental health topic you'd like us to talk about? Let me know. I'd be happy to talk about it. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.